Now, as most of you already know, that NEO, by the end of this year, they plan to have penetrated 4 more new European countries. Ladies and gents, today we got to read wonderful news of more European countries that NEO will be penetrating by 2023, which is something that is incredible, because this year, you know that some of the countries that, of course, NEO, or the countries or European countries that NEO will be penetrating this year or before this year, and this includes Germany, Netherlands, Sweden, and Denmark, which is something that is incredible, and something that getting to know that NEO, it is on the plan to penetrate 25 countries by 2025. It is something that is incredible. Now, next year, it looks like the countries, or the European countries that NEO will penetrate, will be much more than the 4 European countries which they are penetrating this year, which obviously makes sense, right? Because you know that NEO is a company that is ramping up their production, meaning that they can be able to start supplying more countries, because you know that by the Jack NEO factory, we just read wonderful news last week to say that they have increased their production, or the production at the Jack NEO factory right now, it's 600 vehicles per day, which obviously before June it was 400 vehicles per day, which is something that is incredible. Now, with also September, you know that obviously NEO will start producing, or with the production of their cars at their new factory called the NEO Park, which is something that is incredible, and again makes me want to strongly believe that obviously by this production ramp up, they will be able to manage, of course, even the penetration of more countries, which is something that is incredible, and something that makes me to remain bullish onto this NEO stock, because NEO, you remember, ladies and gents, that it is not a company, or its cars are not only liked in China, but they are also liked outside of China, which is something that is incredible, and something that definitely, or most definitely, should definitely motivate you to stay long towards this NEO stock, because you remember that one of the analysts, or Mizuho analyst, it is for these reasons that they believe that obviously NEO will generate 30% of its total revenue outside of China, which, looking at the fact that, of course, or looking at the kind of excitement that people, not just only in China but outside of China, are excited about some of the NEO models, makes me want to strongly believe that not only will NEO do well in China, but it will also do well outside of China. Now, ladies and gents, before, of course, we talk of the countries that NEO will be penetrating in 2023, you already know that this video is just an entertainment video, and you should not take it as a professional financial advice video. Now, I really appreciate if you can just hit that like button if you do enjoy the content that I'll be giving you about NEO penetrating more European countries. Now, without a waste of time, as I've said, it looks like NEO will be penetrating more European countries next year, comparing to the, of course, the 4 countries that they are penetrating this year. And of course, it makes sense, like I said in the beginning of this video, because their production will allow them to also supply more countries. Now, some of the countries that they will be penetrating in 2024, ladies and gents, as in the screen, includes Hungary, Switzerland, Italy, Spain, France, and these, ladies and gents, just has to show you that not only will NEO be selling their cars in Norway, Germany, Netherlands, Sweden, and Denmark, but they will also be adding more European countries, or more other countries, including Italy, Spain, Switzerland, Hungary, Austria, and Belgium, which is something that, getting to read, today when I read this article, I was excited to say that indeed NEO is on a track to, of course, find themselves selling their cars in 25 European countries by 2025, which is, of course, the plan, or the news we heard, or NEO came out and told us in NEO Day 2021, which is something that is incredible, obviously, because not only will this, of course, add their deliveries, but it will also add or boost their total revenue which they generate on a year-to-year, which is something that is incredible. Now, NEO is a company which is just set to do very well, and I personally believe that those that are loading the boat on these low trading levels on NEO will definitely receive the good rewards in the near future. And of course, I know that there are still delisting fears rumoring around almost all Chinese stocks which are listed in the New York Stock Exchange, but I personally believe that this is just a short-term headwind, which obviously in the near future will be resolved, and we'll see most Chinese stock, if not all, continuing listing in the New York Stock Exchange. But one thing that I like about NEO is that, ladies and gents, this is a company that they do their best to become transparent to their investors. They do their best to, of course, give us update on the kind of steps, the kind of developments they are doing within their companies, which is something that personally makes me to be comfortable as a neo investor. And this is the very same thing that make me to remain bullish onto this neo stock, because not only is it me or us, the retail investors, that see the potential onto this neo stock, but even the big financial institutions are remaining bullish. Even the big financial institutions are seeing, of course, the future onto this stock, which is something that I personally believe that it should motivate you to also load the boat, to remain bullish onto this neo stock. And obviously, after doing your own due diligence onto this stock, you'll definitely agree with me when I say that this is a stock which is just said to do very well. I mean, of course, with the good things that we are to expect towards the end of this year, I think you and me can agree that this is a stock which is just said to do very well, which is one of the main reasons which is making, of course, the big institutions to remain positive, remain bullish. Even Wall Street remain bullish onto this neo stock, which is something that is incredible and has to motivate you to also remain bullish and long onto this neo stock. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos, and if you think that this video was amazing, please don't forget to hit that like button, comment and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, like I said, I just thought I should just give you this quick update about NEO penetrating more European countries in 2023 and the countries that we can expect, of course, NEO to penetrate next year. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, please, like I said, consider hitting that like button. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And God bless you all.